The future of gaming looks amazing, and there are so many titles to look forward to, and Rise of the Ronin is no exception. Rise of the Ronin is an action and adventure RPG developed by Team Ninja, which Team Ninja has been around since 1995, and directed by Fumiko Yasuda, which Yasuda has a ton of good games underneath his belt, including Nioh, Nioh 2, and Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. So to say that Rise of the Ronin is in good hands is kind of an understatement. So, what do we know so far about Rise of the Ronin? Let's find out.
The world of Rise of the Ronin.
Rise of the Ronin is going to take place in one of the harshest periods in Japanese history, being placed in the 19th century, in an era called Bakumatsu, which was the final years of what's called the Edo period. This part of Japanese history is filled with turmoil from disease, interest from overseas nations, specifically America, which eventually led to civil war. Change in Japanese policies and accepting change from other countries was the big struggle during this time, which led to an opposition between the imperial court of Japan and the shogunate, who in the past answered only to the emperor, but sources have said that the emperor was just a figurehead and the shogunate really ruled the country. The shogunate were a family who ran the military of Japan who, from my research, were the samurai who believed that Japan was changing way too quickly and wanted to keep the older ways of their people. This eventually led to the Boshin War, also known as the Japanese Civil War. So, has anyone here ever watched the movie The Last Samurai? Essentially, this is the time and events that Rise of the Ronin takes place in. In an interview on the PlayStation blog, Yasuda has stated the following: "Here in this time of mayhem, you embody a Ronin character, a warrior bound by no master, and free to make its own choices." So this kind of tells me that our Ronin character in Rise of the Ronin will be able to make decisions throughout our playthroughs to actually change it, kind of like Until Dawn or any type of games kind of like that. And we might be able to choose which side to fight on, whether we go with the Imperial Court of Japan, or the Shogunate, or maybe no one at all. So this kind of gets me curious, which side are you going to pick if you pick up Rise of the Ronin for yourself? And if you're enjoying yourself so far, I really appreciate a like button, if you think I deserve it at least.
You suck, you jackass.
Gameplay.
Gameplay or a gameplay trailer of Rise of the Ronin have not been released at this time of this recording, but we do know a lot about what it will entail from interviews with Yasuda and from the trailer itself. So the trailer of Rise of the Ronin shows a lot of combat and gameplay actions such as beautiful swordsplay that have taken inspirations from previous titles that Yasuda have worked on, such as Wo Long Fallen Dynasty and Nioh, with its long combos and acrobatic style. Many other weapons have made it into the trailer as well, such as bayonets, muskets, pistols, and a personal favorite of mine, the grappling hook, which I know every single time I use it, I'm going to pretend like I'm Scorpion and yell, "Get over here!" But that's just me. And another really cool element that we see in the trailer that I am really excited to see is the glider scene right here. Now this may be a huge element when traversing through the map and getting from place to place. Like it's your own little personal flying squirrel suit to take with you if you can't get from place that you want to get, with your horses at least, which will also be provided in the game. Yasuda also states, Rise of the Ronin is a new Team Ninja experience that will immerse you in a historical, inspired world while bringing together its renowned combat action with katanas and with new firearm weaponry that depicts the unique personality of the period. Team Ninja has said that Rise of the Ronin is probably their most ambitious project yet. And for many people who have actually seen and reviewed the trailer, have compared it to one of the most inspiring games of the last century, or whenever the hell it came out, Dark Souls. I know. You're probably just like me and probably sick of people comparing games to Dark Souls. But you have to admit, ever since Dark Souls came out, it has been a great inspiration for the gaming community, and many titles have been inspired by these series of games, with a lot of success. and Rise of the Ronin could very well be another part of these successes. So hopefully Rise of the Ronin is on that same path that many games before it have taken.
Platforms and release date.
Now, I bet most of you have come into this video just to mainly know the release date of Rise of the Ronin and what platforms it will be released on. As of right now, when I am recording this video, Rise of the Ronin will only be released on PlayStation 5, and being a PlayStation exclusive game makes kind of a lot of sense. So, sorry Xbox and Nintendo fans, I don't think you will be seeing this title available for those consoles, at least as of yet. There may be hope for the future, but as of right now, it is a flat out no. But for you PC gamers out there is still a little glimmer of hope for you. Being a PlayStation exclusive game as of right now does leave a little bit of wiggle room for Rise of the Ronin to be pushed out on PC down the road, as long as the contracts and legal junk clears out. But when will we see Rise of the Ronin released? What is Rise of the Ronin's release date? As of right now, Rise of the Ronin has no set release date, but there has been speculations. As of right now, it has been speculated that Rise of the Ronin will be out in 2024, but as for a hard release date, it's kinda up in the air at this point. And unfortunately, we just have to wait and see. But tell me right quick, what are you most excited about to see in Rise of the Ronin when it finally does come out? Tell me in the comments down below. Good night, and happy gaming.